Are you really living for yourself or just for others? Are you fulfilling your soul's desires or just your ego's needs? Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a long time, so sorry about that. But me and my best friend were talking about our summer plans and goals, and my main one is to work on my self-love and confidence. I've always considered myself to be a confident person, but recently I've been also experiencing my social anxiety getting worse. When I am talking about self-love and confidence, I am not thinking of like the surface level fake it till you make it kind of confidence, and not even the getting my nails and hair done and putting on a face mask kind of self-love. I mean, self-care is really important, of course, it's a huge part of self-love, but I'm thinking more of like deeper stuff. As my social anxiety got worse, it made me think and reflect on some deeper things. I realized that I have lost touch with myself. I had fallen out of alignment with myself owing to the fact that I haven't been really doing my spiritual practices. I haven't been meditating, I haven't been journaling, and I haven't spent enough quality time with myself, to be honest. I say that it is okay. Now I have made the first step by realizing this, so I can make a positive change and I can evolve and I can grow. And I'm so grateful that I was able to, catch myself falling out of alignment. And when this happens, it's so much easier to be insecure, lack confidence, and I think this is what is behind social anxiety, at least in my case. But then I was thinking, and a question came into my mind that has completely shifted my perspective on life overall, and it's big, it's huge, it seriously have changed my whole view on life, on myself and on the world. So yeah, and the question is, if no one would see me, what would I do? Seriously, the next time you're doubting yourself or doubting your decisions, ask yourself this question: what would you do if no one would see you? Would you say the same things? Would you do the same things? Would you wear the same clothes or do your hair and makeup the same way? These are just little things, but overall, would you even think the same things as you do now? If your answer is yes, you would do absolutely everything the same way as you do now. If no one would see you, then good for you. You are truly living your life for you, for yourself. Congratulations. I'm proud of you. If your answer is no, then hello. Welcome to the beginning of a new journey towards deep self-love and towards the life where you can actually live for you. My answer was obviously no, so that's why I'm here talking about this. When you're doing everything for yourself and not for others, you can become so free because you just don't worry about what other people think. You don't care about their opinions, and it doesn't mean that you're gonna be selfish and you're not gonna care at all about, for example, what your loved ones think, but most of the time you have to make your own decisions for yourself. And obviously there are situations when you ask for your friends or family's opinions, but most of the time you have to be able to make your own decisions. And when it comes to things like what you wear, what you eat, how your body looks, what you want to do with your life, what your beliefs are, and how you express yourself, things like these, you do all of these the way it makes you feel good and fulfilled. Now, this whole thought pattern came into my mind when I was worrying too much about my body image. I take care of my body. I do everything in order to be healthy, and I am healthy and my body is beautiful. Then why am I comparing it to random people's bodies on Instagram? If no one would see my body, would I be satisfied with it? Probably yes. So then why am I worrying so much about it? I do not need to care about what would other people think of my body. Like, it's none of their business. And In fact, they probably don't even really care about it, because people usually care about their own stuff and not about you. So everyone is worrying about themselves. This goes for everything else in life. It also helps you to get rid of this toxic comparison. You don't need to look the same way someone else does. You don't have to say or think the same things. You don't have to do the same things, live your life the same way others do, because you are unique. It is your life. And our life, like seriously, my life is a gift. I view it as a beautiful, beautiful gift, and I have the privilege to design it the way I want it. This is my individual journey, my own story, you know, that I can kind of control. I love that. And we all have the privilege to design our own lives and create the reality of our dreams. And so I do not want to waste my precious life by living for others other than myself. I can make my own decisions, and with that, I need to be able to trust myself. When we get started on this journey, it's so easy to be confused when it comes to like bigger life goals and dreams. There's a difference between what your heart and soul wants and what your ego tells you you're supposed to desire or wish to have. Here's a little story for you about me. This is also a recent realization of mine. I think that's why I haven't been really filming, because I've been kind of searching for myself and having these deep realizations. I was talking to a friend of mine, and I also told her this, that the vision that I used to have about my future is nothing like the vision that I have for myself now. I wanted the luxury life, you know, money, fame, fancy designer things, mansion, beautiful luxury cars and things like that. I thought that I wanted these, but I don't think that I have ever really wanted these. You know, the ego usually wants these material things, and it's all because these are things that society tells us that we're supposed to desire. But this is usually, and most of the time, it's not what your soul wants, right? I'm not saying it's bad to want money, wealth, and fancy things, but usually if you dig a little deeper, you are going to realize that these are not really the things that you actually want. I always thought that like I want to be so rich, but in reality, I want to travel the world and see beautiful places. Like that is really like my soul's calling. I want to travel all around the world, and obviously I need like money for that. By not only wanting money, not knowing what to do with it, but by more like desiring to travel, I think it's easier to be detached from money itself, and so it's easier to attract it, you know, like effortlessly. Okay, that's another topic. So ask yourself, if you put your ego aside, what it is that you truly want. So we have to learn to differentiate what the ego and what the soul wants by connecting to ourselves and getting to know ourselves on a deeper level. I am also kind of starting on this journey now, so I have a plan for us, for me and for you as well, that will hopefully help us to live life for ourselves. So what I want to talk about now is a few steps that we can take in order to start living life for ourselves. And also I'm going to talk a little bit about like what can we do to tell the ego and the soul apart. So let's get into it. Okay, I say let's start small and take one step at a time. Next time you're about to make a decision, it can be the tiniest thing, like what to wear, what to eat, whether to buy something or not. You are not going to ask your friends' opinions or your family's opinions. I know it's really fun and easy to lean on other people's opinions, and it's fun to ask your friends about an outfit, like do you think it looks good, or Does it look good on me? And yeah, you can ask for advice, but now that you're trying to take back the power over your life and you try to live life for you and not for others, next time you're really about to make a decision, you're not going to ask for anyone's opinion. You are only going to lean on yourself. And by doing this more and more times, you are going to build trust with yourself. And when you trust yourself and you don't need to lean on anyone else and you don't need to count on anyone else, that is so powerful, in my opinion. At the end of the day, all you have is you. And when you can count on yourself at all times and you can really trust yourself, you are unstoppable. It's kind of like a muscle. The more you train it, the bigger and stronger it gets. The more you practice making decisions on your own, the better you will get. I am a Libra, so I tend to be really indecisive, so it's going to be challenging for me as well not to ask for my friends and family's opinions, but I will do the same thing. So let's make it like a challenge for ourselves here. We're all in this together right now. I'm going to be struggling with the same things, but let's not look at it as struggle. Let's look at it as a challenge that is going to be super helpful for you in the long run. I tell you for sure that at the beginning, it's kind of like, it's the same. You are getting out of your comfort zone. It's going to be uncomfortable, but in the long run, this is the key to a fulfilled life and to happiness. So again, next time you're about to make a decision, tap into yourself, connect with yourself, and decide according to what makes you feel the best. And what can you do to differentiate the ego and the soul? You really have to know yourself. You have to spend time with your thoughts and you have to be aware of your thoughts and how you feel. For example, in my opinion, and from my own experiences, meditation is really good to calm your mind. When you calm your mind and your whole nervous system, your intuition or your higher self or your soul, heart's desires are going to become louder and clearer. After a while, when you really learn to listen to your intuition, it's gonna become so much easier to make decisions. It's like this beautiful circle. The more you practice making decisions on your own, the more you're going to be able to trust yourself and to listen to your intuition. It's the same way around. When you connect with yourself, you get to know yourself more. It's again going to be so much easier to listen to your intuition and to hear what your inside voice is telling you, and so it's going to be easier to make decisions. Yeah. You can also get to know yourself more by journaling your thoughts more often and frequently, and you will realize so much about yourself. So by doing these spiritual practices, meditation, journaling, spending quality time with yourself, and maybe just sitting in silence and listening what your inner voice tells you, you are going to connect with yourself on such a deep level, and you're gonna get to know yourself more than you could ever know. It's a beautiful lifelong journey. My battery is going to die, so that's not good. I'm going to finish this video now. My battery has just died, so I'm going to finish this video on my phone. What I wanted to say to end this video is that when you catch yourself worrying about what other people think of you, remind yourself that first of all, it's not that serious. It's probably not that serious. I mean, we are living on a floating rock. Like, nothing can be so serious. Who it is to decide what's good or not, what's right or wrong, what's embarrassing or not. And it's your reality. You are the one to define what's right or wrong. Everyone is worrying about their own things, their own life, and not about you. So if you do something that's so-called awkward or embarrassing, they're gonna forget about it in 2 seconds. Another thing is that if someone is content with their life, with themselves, and they love themselves truly, they are not going to judge you. Usually the people who are really judgy are people who are not happy with themselves. So never forget that. I think like for me it's really a safe thought, to be honest. And last but not least, again, ask yourself the question, if no one would see you, what would you do? Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope I could help you. Even if it was helpful for one person, I am already really happy about that. Honestly, I think I helped myself with this by talking about it, so I already helped myself, so mission accomplished. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!